Hey guys, this is another episode of Savagetimetv TV. I'm your host, AB Brisley, and today we have Shannon Arianna with us today. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Feeling good through the Rona.
I see. You
Yes.
said you had a slight cough.
It's not from the Rona, and it was
Bless it.
a sneeze,
Okay, it's it's
which
pollen.
is not a symptom.
Yeah, pollen, and allergies and everything of that
Yes.
nature are acting up right now.
We can't confuse the two.
Exactly. But coronavirus has been, taking people out left and right a lot. Could you just talk about, has coronavirus affected you, your family, anything
Yes.
day to day, or?
Well, I'm going to be honest. With the coronavirus, for me, I have benefited just by being able to be home and stacking up and staying safe. But I do know, like, other people, like my friends and stuff who are in other states. I have friends that are nurses. A lot of it scares me because they're really dealing with it firsthand. So it's like, I really feel sad for other people, you know what I'm saying? But I do hope that everybody can make the best out of the situation and just stay safe. Like, that's really it.
Yeah, I understand that. That's how I feel with it, because it's, even though it's kind of like stalled everybody, it's kind of like a little bit of a blessing in disguise in certain ways and certain avenues. But just for the people that don't know, could you tell us like where you're from?
I'm from Wilmington, Delaware, West Side.
Okay. I got some family over there. I used to be over there in Adams for myself every now and then.
Shopping faithfully.
Okay, and I see that you're a singer, songwriter, producer, and a painter. So you're definitely a creative. Could you describe for us recording your first ever single? Can you just walk us through how that was?
I'm going to be honest. It was through GarageBand on my iPad Mini.
Okay, everybody start somewhere. Tell us about that.
Yes, I finally saved up to buy my own iPad, and I started recording on GarageBand. That's how I started producing and making music too. Okay. So that was my first song recording. Okay. Which I've taken the songs down because
you never know. You never know though.
Yes, I still have them, but I can't. The way that my sound is now and the quality and the way that it is back in the day, it's just, it wouldn't match all up together.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
Maybe YouTube, I'll put them there.
Some of your fans are gonna want to, everybody wants to know like what you sounded like before. Like think about like Beyonce, all those. It'd be great if we could just go on iTunes, listen to maybe her first ever recordings. I think that'd be pretty dope.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Okay. When did you know that music was a passion for you? When did that come about?
I will say that ever since I was a child, I've always loved like music and making it in some kind of way, but I just never had the tools provided. Like I literally had pencils banging on a notebook, recording with a flip phone, going back and forth to get the sounds on one full recording, like when I was a kid. So I've always had like a passion for being creative, just art in general. Just that's how I express myself.
Okay, so it's all about expression. As soon as you just got the tools and you was able to go to work.
Yes.
Okay, and like you said, you're multifaceted. You sing, you write songs, and you produce. Which of those came first for you?
Producing.
Okay, producing, so making beats.
Making beats.
Back to like you were saying.
Definitely the drums, yes.
Okay,
the drums and the bass are like my favorite part of the beat. Like the drums, the 808s have to hit, and the bass, it like has to like literally boom. Like I just.
Okay.
If you listen to my music, turn that shit up. You be like,
I've definitely listened to some, and I will say some of the bass does hit for sure. So you would definitely say you probably enjoy the most out of those three would be producing.
Yes, I love producing.
Okay, and talk about some of your influences. Some people that influenced you just on your musical career, producing, like people that you look up to.
Okay, so I'm an electronic singer first. So I am R&B and rap and stuff like that, but those are other avenues. So I listen to a lot of like rock and like trip hop.
Okay.
And I will say a lot of artists like Young Thug, Kanye West, the artists that have really good trap beats, I really like started to learn how to produce from them. But I listen to like Portishead, Massive Attack.
Okay.
You know, you probably don't know.
I haven't heard of them, but I definitely wanted, like, what could you said it was called Trip, what was it called?
It's called trip hop.
And what could you explain what that is? 'Cause I don't know
So
what that
like,
is.
well, back in the day, trip hop is like today's, have you ever heard of like FKA Twigs or Sev Deliza?
I haven't. Please, educate, please
Doja
explain.
Cat in a way.
Okay, Doja Cat.
Okay, so Doja Cat is more like mainstream trip hop where you can hear a lot of sound in her songs. So trip hop is like a hip hop beat and a sound, a rock sound, a real electronic sound. And it's like a lot of like, you'll hear like strings and stuff like that, but it all comes together as like one solid beat. And that's trip hop, basically.
All right. And let's talk about your latest project, Sacred.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure I pronounce it right because it's spelled SACRD. Could you just tell us about that? Like, where did the influence for that album come from?
So basically, Sacred was like, I had to start writing different when I started writing this project, and I had to really listen to a lot of today's artists like Post Malone, Megan, like everybody. I had to start listening to them today to kind of get a different feel for writing. Mm-hmm. So Sacred is like a really big project because my writing skills are different and all of it is singing. So a lot of my good sounding projects are rapping recently, but this project is really one full project of me singing and showing like my real emotion through how I originated, just producing and singing, basically.
Okay, so you really were showing a different side.
Yes.
It was definitely a new challenge for you.
Yes, and some love songs, because I had to get a little sensitive and kind of show my feminine side a little more to get those emotional songs out, because with rap, it's like hardcore, like, give me the money, nigga, type shit, you know what I'm saying? But this, I had to really slow down, so that's why it's like a big change for me.
Okay, all right. Well, that's good that you're trying new things and showing that you're versatile, because I think that's probably the most valuable asset to be as an artist, is to be versatile. What would you say was your favorite song off the album, if you had to pick one?
Insane.
And why is that?
Because I can still be like my original hardcore self, knock a nigga his head, and then I can still show my vocals through it. And the beat itself is just, and when I perform it, everybody like attracts to it. So just the energy behind the song itself is like amazing.
Okay. And is there any production work from you on the album?
No, well, no, not production work. I only wrote and sung on this album. So that's another different thing.
Was there a reason why you didn't make beats?
I wanted to try something different.
Okay, so you definitely wanted to just step away completely from your comfort zone.
Yes.
Okay.
But I still have been making beats though.
Okay. All right. Which song would you say was the hardest to make?
One for me.
And what made it difficult? What was about the process made it difficult to record?
Because that song is more of like a mainstream song, because it has like a Aaliyah Summer Walker feel to it. And I've actually like never made a song like that before and been successful, because there's like a lot of things that you have to take in with your vocals and like how the song is mixed. So I really had to take that into consideration with the song and just trying to get that perfect. Like, I was in the studio 3 times for that one song, and it finally came out perfect.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I saw that you have Sacred. It's like a kind of like a short film.
Yes.
Could you tell us about that? Like, tell us what that's about.
So basically, Sacred is about you like getting back at someone, but getting back at someone in a bigger, like being a bigger person though. Because I will say I did get knocked out in the movie and thrown in the trunk. But my revenge wasn't throwing him back in the trunk. I only knocked him out. So if you think about it, it's just I'm just basically snapping back. I do have to knock him out, but it's just
you definitely talk about a lot of assault on men. You be knocking a lot of niggas out. You just said that like 4 times.
I'm sorry. That's what the album is about, though.
I hope you're not out here assaulting this, yo.
I don't want to say it's about domestic violence, but it is definitely about things happening to you and how you overcome them, no matter what it is. That's basically what it's about.
Okay. And what would you say has been the biggest hurdle you had to overcome on your journey as an artist?
Money.
Okay.
That's it.
That
is the only thing.
That's it.
Money.
That's the only thing.
Because once I invest in my music, it starts flowing. So if I had more money, I'll get more outcome. That's
well, like we were talking about before, this COVID has shown a lot more people creative ways to make money.
Yes.
For sure. What's your definition of mental health?
Mental health is like your full self. Okay. It's your full energy. We're all just energy if you think about it. And what you put in the air, you get back. And like, I struggle with my own mental health, and I know a lot of people that do, and it is getting worse around the world. And it's nothing wrong with talking about it. But one thing I do learn is that you have to look at things to heal and to move forward. Because if you think about it, shit happens to you every day. But how you react and move forward is how you truly become yourself. Like, you literally have to put that good energy and that like ongoing energy in the air, and you're bound to get nothing but good back. Like, always take time with yourself. It's nothing wrong with being late. I mean, it is. But if you need that time for yourself, you have to take it. And there's nothing wrong with it.
For sure. And, just in the Black community, mental health is something that isn't really talked about. Sometimes when you bring it up, it's kind of shunned upon. Could you just talk about us maybe, how do you feel about that stigma just within just talking about mental health within the Black community?
I can give you a story that kind of, so basically my mom, sometimes your mental health can pass down, but I talked to my mom the other day, and this was the first time that she actually admitted, I believe I gave my children anxiety, and I believe that they are bipolar because of me.
I definitely know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Because I don't like when people raise their voice, because my mom was always raising her voice all the time. Like, yo, you gotta chill. So when people raise their voice, I'd be like, yo, you gotta relax.
Yeah. So that right there, like, for her to take, 50 years for me to go through as much as I went through to kind of understand my own mental health, for her to finally like kind of process that, it does show a lot. We don't talk about it. Maybe it is something that we can't talk to our parents about, or maybe back in that day, our parents didn't understand what was going on in the first place, or maybe it's just something that we're uncovering. It's called mental health. I don't know what it is, but just uncover it. So.
Yeah, I definitely think with the information age, everybody's just learning more.
Yes.
So a lot of people are just learning that they can just share information. Everybody's learning a lot more than our parents did their generation at our age. So I think everybody's just kind of like just trying to catch up to each other and then find a way to say it.
Yes.
It is a sensitive subject.
It is.
And shifting back into the music, do you prefer to brainstorm all your work, like sit down and like, this is a session where I'm going to come up with my good stuff? Or is it something that you just let it flow as it comes? It comes and goes.
Both. I will say most of the visits to the studio, the recording of Sacred and the single that I just put out, was on the way to the actual studio. Thank God it's an hour drive. But sometimes I do like to write down my lyrics and write down the project. So with the movie, basically, that was something I wrote down. But with the album, most of it I made up as I was going. It was just something I felt. A lot of times when I write, I just feel that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I also saw that, again, a key to your versatility, that you make art, that you paint. Could you tell us about like what made you pick up the paintbrush?
I was probably going to kill myself.
Okay.
Yep. And I met my godmother, and she is a wonderful woman of art and creativity. And she gave me some canvases and a paintbrush and paint and told me to go do something with myself.
So it was like an outlet.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. And I see that you do naked art.
Yes.
I saw that's
I love naked art.
That's interesting.
Yes, I plan to be a nudist one day, maybe.
Oh, for
OnlyFans.
Okay.
But it's going to be art. It's not just going to be straight ghetto busting it down. Like, it's going to be beauty. Okay.
It's going to be beauty, but
yes,
but it's going to be nudist.
Yes, it is going to be.
Well, that's something that you definitely can do. And OnlyFans is definitely that. People joke about it, but hey,
they are spending money on OnlyFans. I have proof. Yes.
Exactly.
Nothing wrong with it.
And what have you found to be the most fulfilling part of your journey as an artist?
When I hear back, like the feedback from my fans, when they send me videos, listen to music, looking at the streams and looking at who's listening to me, who's sharing me, just knowing that I am able to like get my music and my sound out there, people actually attract to it and like it, that's really fulfilling to me.
Okay. So
yes.
It's definitely about,
Yes.
I could definitely relate to that. It's definitely about like when you get that, it's kind of like, okay, I am doing something, I'm affecting people, I'm an influence. What would you say are your goals for the next 2 or 3 years?
To get a lot of money.
Okay.
And
run up the numbers.
Yes, I really want to go on tour quite a few times. Like the next 2 or 3 years, I really want to release a lot of music, go on tour, make a lot of money. And then after about 3 or 4 years, I'm going to start acting.
Okay, so you want to get into acting as well?
Yes.
So that was just a little preview, the Sacred movie, I guess. Okay. And as you probably know, you being a singer, songwriter, I know you influence a lot of people. People probably look up to you that you don't even know about, especially our youth. If you could give them a message just about following your passions, following your dreams, what would that be?
It would definitely be to follow your dreams and passions. I will say, like, with our youth, everybody's situation is different. So coming up and getting where you need to be may be different. But as long as you keep going and you're open to learning things from people and you're not scared to ask questions and put yourself out there, then you'll definitely get someone that can support you or some type of way to support yourself to make it where you want. So you literally cannot give up. You have to find ways, you have to do your research.
Okay.
Literally.
Okay.
Like everybody could give you that don't give up, big dreams thing, but at the end of the day, you have to do your research, get your money, make sure your content is good. That's behind it.
Okay.
That's the realistic deal. That's
yes. Exactly. That's what I want, because I wanted to be honest, because a lot of people sugarcoat shit, and you know they lead the youth astray. They tell them they don't have to do this, they don't have to do that. It's easy to get to the top. You're not gonna have any downfalls, and that's not the truth.
It's not.
You know. So thank you again for coming in.
You're welcome, and thank you for having me.
This is Savagetimetv TV, Shannon Arianna.
Savage Time.
Check us out. We're gonna be on Instagram, all outlets. That's another episode. Peace.
My Instagram, it's _ Lovemaker, and you can check out my new album Sacred. It's available on all platforms.